Hey guys, hopefully by now most of you were able to download the PUBG test server on Xbox, because tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific it will go live and we'll be able to finally get our hands on Miramar. Today some patch notes were released for the public test server, and so I wanted to go ahead and go through them for you and let you know what all to look forward to when you're playing the new test server. First of all, they let us know that over the past 2 months they've been working really hard to improve the performance, stability, and overall gameplay experience of the Xbox version of PUBG. They also say that opening the test server will help them check the quality of the changes they've been working on. They also give an explanation of why there is only one test server in one region and why it's such a short time window for the play sessions. Let us know that since this is the first test server, they wanted to keep it in a small test, but they did say if all goes well within the first phase of the test, that we can expand the test dates and the time windows and the servers to include more regions. So that's going to be good news for anyone that's not in the North American region. Now they also mentioned that the purpose of having a test server is not to provide a preview of upcoming features, but instead to find issues that they need to solve so that they can push the best possible gameplay experience to the live servers. This is something that I can't stress enough. On my last couple videos I got a lot of comments saying, and understandably so, why aren't we getting this in better European times? Why aren't we getting this? Why isn't this a 24-hour test? Just things like that. And you guys have to understand that this isn't a test for the players. This test server is meant to be a tool for the developers to get it right before we push it to the live servers, and then have a bunch of other problems where we have to have follow-up releases, hot fixes to fix bugs that were introduced on the live servers on accident. So this is something that when we have the test server, we need to treat it as exactly that, a test server. We shouldn't be expecting 100% uptime. We shouldn't be expecting 100% quality, because we are testing this for the developers. It's just a bonus that we get to try it and play it instead of having a whole bunch of play testers test it on their side. I think if anyone knows how to find bugs, or if anyone knows what's working right and what's working wrong, it's definitely us, the players. So I see this as a great tool for the developers to kind of find out what's going right and what's going wrong based off of our feedback. And that's just going to make the game a better game overall going forward, because these new patches are going to be pushed to the test servers first, and then they will be pushed down to the live servers once they feel confident that there's nothing else broken inside. So I know that some of these test times are rough for some people, and it's kind of disappointing that it's not a full-time thing. It's not a 24-hour server or anything like that. But you guys have to keep in mind that this test is definitely for the developers and not for the players. We just have a bonus of being able to try something out before it actually goes live. So as long as you guys temper your expectations to that, to where this is a test for us to try out for the developers, I think everything will be great. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the patch notes. So this is something that's just going to be on the test server for now, and then they will push it to the live server once they feel confident that it's ready. So first, with optimization and stability, they mention that performance and stability are the highest priority for us. It's something that we'll continue to focus on going forward. This patch, we've shipped a number of performance and stability improvements for Xbox One, Xbox One S, and Xbox One X. The freefall and parachuting process has been optimized, leading to performance improvements during the initial stages of each game, which is very important. World loading has been optimized, the Play-Doh effect and interior pop-in effects have been improved. They do mention that players may still experience the Play-Doh effect in Miramar, as they're still working on this. It's a work in progress. Now this right here tells me that something is different about the test servers than I originally thought. At first I thought on the test server we were just going to have Miramar and that was it. That's all we would be playing, but both the download size of the test server and these statements in the patch notes lead me to believe that both maps are going to be live, and we're going to have a rotation, kind of like the PC has, where we play either Erangel or Miramar, and I don't think we're going to have an option, so you're just going to have to play it quite a bit, and hopefully you get Miramar so you can try it out. Movement data for the nearby but out-of-sight players is now handled in a more efficient manner, resulting in general performance improvements. Similarly, when nearby but out-of-sight players equip or unequip items, this process is handled in a more efficient manner, and this helps with performance and crashes throughout the game. The inventory has been optimized, improving response time when opening it and solving some crashing issues, which is going to be good news for players. Uninhabited boats and vehicles were causing some performance issues, and we've resolved those issues. And the process relating to weapon and item usage has also been optimized. So this is a long list of optimizations and crash fixes, and that's exactly what everybody wants. We want the game to be highly optimized. We want it to stop crashing randomly at times, it seems. So this is all good. We're going to have to test this out on the test server and see if you do notice a difference, or see if you still crash. But keep in mind that since it is still the test server, they can still adjust things on the fly, and that's why we have these time schedules to where they can change things and maybe, have a new build for you the next time you test. So let's get into what everybody wants here with this test server, and that's the Miramar Map. They say that this map is the PC version of the map, and if you guys didn't know, Miramar has been recently updated on the PC, which added some areas and changed the layout a little bit. So it's really good that we're not getting the old version of Miramar, we're actually getting the new and improved version, which hopefully means that we also don't get the issues that the PC players had originally. Hopefully they kind of beta tested it for us, and then now we just have to test it on our side to make sure it's working properly. They let us know that Miramar is intentionally designed to provide a vastly different Battle Royale experience. It features extreme elevated terrain and tall buildings that give players new options for playing around cover, and it also has few trees and many more wide open spaces. So if you want to win, you're going to have to watch your back. They say that they're continuously working on improvements, but minor bugs can still be found in Miramar, and we welcome all your feedback. So like I said in my previous video, they do have a bug hunt feature, so if you find a bug, make sure to capture it and then let them know about it, and then you'll get some kind of in-game item to use. So there are definitely some bugs out there on the test server, so don't be surprised if you run into one, but if you do, make sure you capture it and let them know about it. Now in the patch notes, they also go over everything that's new on Miramar. I'm not going to go over this in great detail because I did just make a video on that, so I'll go ahead and link that in the description, and I'll make an annotation to pop up in the top right corner of the video right now. So there's some new items on Miramar, the R45 revolver, the Win 94, and the sawed-off small shotgun. There's also a recolored version of the ghillie suit that's added to the airdrops. The new vehicles, which I also detailed in my video, both the minibus and the pickup truck are new, which replace the Dacia and the UAZ, and then the motorbike and buggy have new skins on Miramar. Next up, they mention the out-of-game menus. So they're currently developing a new menu UI. They may implement it without advance notice, as the change will not affect normal gameplay. When players select Settings menu, an option window will pop up, and in the near future, they'll be implementing a new option window and will also provide various options which players can select. They'll introduce a career and leaderboard menu, but they may disable this service without advance notice since it's only for testing purposes. Now for the first week of testing, the customization and reward menu will not be available, but they're planning to open this service gradually in the future. But as always, they'll keep us updated about the changes in a future announcement. Now that's it for the patch notes. So basically, what can you expect once you fire up the PUBG test server on Xbox? So you might see a different UI. You're not going to have all the same clothing items that you had on the live server. They don't mention it specifically here, but I'm going to assume that it works exactly like the PC, where the test server is a completely different play session. You're not going to have your stats, you're not going to have your clothes. You're basically starting from scratch just because it is a test server. You're just trying to test this out for the developers. This is not for the players' gain. It is simply to help out the game in general. So if that's not something that interests you, if you don't care about testing this out, if you don't care about playing Miramar until it's fully ready, then maybe you should just stay on the live server. That way all your stats will stay the same. Because if you win on this test server, I don't think it's going to help your stats on the live server. If you gain battle points and purchase some items whenever that becomes available, that's not going to transfer over to your live server character as far as I know. So if you're someone that cares about your stats and cares about only progressing your live server character, then this may not be the thing for you. But if you want to test it out, if you want to check out some of these changes for yourself and see what's coming in the very near future for Xbox's live server, then maybe give it a try. I strongly encourage everyone to go ahead and give it a try, see if you can get in Miramar, and you can see what the map's going to be like when we get it in May. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did find this video useful at all, definitely give it a like and maybe subscribe for more PUBG content. I'll always try to keep you up to date on the most recent PUBG information. As always, I appreciate the support you guys have given me, and I appreciate everyone that has subscribed so far. I'm excited to jump on this test server tonight. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully everyone can get in. I want to jump in Miramar and see what it's like. But hope you guys have a good rest of the day. But until next time, I'll see you later.